everyone, Cindy Harper speaks again, and we have another story in our Disney 5-minute fairy tales. And this one today, I think you'll like. I just love fairy tales. I hope you do too. This is The Princess and the Pea. So if you remember this is a prince who's looking to marry a real princess. So The Princess and the Pea. Prince Donald wanted to marry a princess. He went from kingdom to find himself one, but there was something wrong with each princess he met. You see, Prince Donald only wanted to marry a real princess. So see, he's going with his cavalry from kingdom to kingdom. Too mean, Prince Donald said about one princess. Someone that mean couldn't possibly be a real princess, Donald thought. Too nice, he said about another. A princess needed to be independent and true to herself. Look how many cups of coffee she poured in. That's too much. Donald met princesses who were too loud and too quiet. He met a princess so poor she only had one patched dress. He met a princess so rich she bathed in diamonds. None of them would do. None of them was a real princess. Finally, after years of searching, Prince Donald was fed up. He packed his bags and returned home. At this rate, he said with a sigh, I'll never find a real princess. Some time passed. Prince Donald had nearly given up hope, but one night there was a terrible storm. Lightning flashed in the dark corners of Donald's grand castle. Thunder rattled the fine china plates in the pantry. Rain pounded at the windows. Donald was glad to be inside. As Donald lay by his warm fireplace, he heard a frightful knocking at the door. Who could be out in a storm like this? He was almost too scared to find out. Donald crept toward the huge castle door. Who's there? He called nervously. Please let me in, a voice answered. It was a beautiful voice, the voice of a lady. It might even be the voice of a princess. Donald's heart leaped. Could this be real? Could this be the real princess he'd been seeking? In a flash, Donald opened the castle door. A sad sight greeted him. The girl who stood there was soaked through with rain. Her hair was a complete mess. Her dress was torn and muddy, and she was missing a shoe. Who are you? Prince Donald asked. My name is Princess Daisy, the young lady said. You don't look like a princess, Donald replied. Well, I am, Daisy said. In fact, I'm a real princess. Donald didn't think that was likely, but he himself was a real prince, and being a real prince meant being polite. So instead of laughing at Daisy, he invited her in. Clapping his hands loudly 3 times, Donald called his nephews to order. This young lady, Princess, Daisy interrupted him. This princess was caught in the storm, Donald finished. Huey, fetch her dry clothes. Dewey, make her a cup of tea. Louie, run her a hot bath. While everyone was busy, Donald slipped away. He snuck into a guest room and placed a single pea in the bed. Then he stacked 10 mattresses on top of the pea. After that, he tossed 10 feather beds on top of the mattresses, just in case. Donald knew that only a real princess would be sensitive enough to feel a tiny pea through all that. After Daisy had drunk her tea, had a bath, and changed into a dry nightgown, Donald led her to the guest room. Oh, wonderful, Daisy said. This bed looks as though it will be very soft. And with that, she climbed the ladder, lay down, and closed her eyes. She looks happy. In the morning, Donald was eating his breakfast when Daisy appeared. Good morning. How did you sleep? He asked, especially curious. Well, Daisy said, rubbing her eyes, I don't mean to complain, but the truth is, I did not sleep well at all. That lovely tall bed has an awful lump in it. I was so very uncomfortable that I didn't sleep a wink all night. That was the moment Prince Donald knew he had found his real princess, although the truth was she had found him. Prince Donald and Princess Daisy were married right away, and they lived happily ever after. And to this day, you can still see the pea in the Royal Museum. Well, Prince Donald finally found his real princess. He was out looking for her for a long time, couldn't find her. He felt defeated. He went back home, and then the storm brought Princess Daisy to dawn. So if you like this story, press like at the end, and I'll see you next time at Cindy Harper Speaks.